I'm going to give just an update on how I'm doing on the carnivore diet. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Today makes day 5. So I'm going to talk about day 4 kind of and day 5. What I expected from, doing carnivore and different things like that. So I'd like to say, if this is your first time here, I'm going to share with you how I am doing on the carnivore diet. I did a 7-day challenge to myself because I've never been on carnivore for any long period of time. And so for me, 7 days is a long period, just to see how the diet works, how it feels to me. And I may decide that I want to do it longer. So let's go ahead and get into this video. The carnivore diet is a way of eating that focuses on consuming only animal products. That means no fruit. You don't get to have vegetables. You don't get to have grains. It's almost like the keto diet, except you're just eating meats mainly. But you do get to add in some other foods. I decided to take on this challenge to see if it affects my body, if it affects my energy levels, how I feel on this diet, and also how it affects my overall well-being. I've heard so many people talking about it, how it improves their blood pressure, how they have so much more energy. So I wanted to try the carnivore diet to see how beneficial it would be to me. So if you haven't seen my previous videos on day 1, day 2, day 3, and 4, go ahead and check those out. I have already posted them. So what can I tell you about day 4 of the carnivore diet? Now, by day 4 of the carnivore diet, I'm feeling like I probably was really, really off into the carnivore diet by then. I took my ketones. They were high for me, 0.8. My glucose was down as low as 87 on a morning that I've taken it. So it is giving me some good results as far as my ketones have been up. But I figured my ketones would be up because I've really been sticking to the diet. There was one day that I did eat something that I wasn't supposed to. I came in, I was so hungry. My husband had something to eat because, those type of foods are here and readily available. But I had ran out of meat that I had cooked for myself. And so there was really nothing available for me to eat. We had been gone all day. I didn't stop and pick anything up. So there were some Cheetos. I ate a few Cheetos. Yes, I did. Let me just tell the truth. I ate a few Cheetos. And then I took a small bite of my husband's candy bar. When I say a small bite, I mean a very small bite off the end. Now, I don't know if this had anything to do with it or not, but later on in the night, but also it was, now keep in mind, this was my 4th night on the ketogenic diet. No, my 3rd night on the ketogenic diet when this happened. Early that morning, about 3:30 or 4, I was woken with a very, very abrupt and bad stomach ache. And I mean bad. I told my husband, I think you're going to have to take me to the hospital. I said, something is wrong. Something is wrong. Anyhow, I ended up having to finally use the bathroom, and that gave me a little bit of relief. But I did notice that when I used the bathroom, it was like a blast. It was like I had been a little constipated, but it was like all of a sudden, everything just turned liquid. And I mean, it was a blast. Excuse me, it was a blast. But okay, so after that, I noticed that it seemed as though I didn't have any fiber. It was like everything just broke down all of a sudden, and because I didn't have any fiber. I also wondered, with me eating those few Cheetos and then that bite of candy, if that had something to do with it. Because I haven't cheated any, it was just, except for then, And at that moment in that time, and it was a few hours later that I had that type of reaction. Now, the next morning, my stomach was still queasy. I wasn't feeling that good, but that was also the day before I wasn't feeling quite that good. Um, I did drink my apple cider vinegar with my Himalayan pink salt and lemon juice. Um, Also, adding in my supplements. And I actually started to feel better. So I am making a decision on electrolytes. I am going to be adding in electrolytes to my diet. I just want to make sure that I get some good ones. I'm thinking about the Keto Chow electrolytes with minerals, but I do have to check with my doctor because they've told me always to check with them before I add in anything extra, whether it's vitamins or minerals. So I do have to check with my doctor on that. So that reaction that I had made me wonder, was that from the food that I ate? Because it was very little and I had not been eating anything like that. And I don't eat anything like that usually. And I won't say that because when I'm doing keto, I've been thinking about this, and I've been listening to a lot of Dr. Ken Berry, Nisha, and then the different interviews that he does with the many other doctors, and also other doctors talking about the carnivore diet. But they talk about how your body doesn't need fiber, and how basically you get adjusted from needing fiber, I would say, or being used to having fiber in your body, to actually no longer having fiber in your body, especially if you're just eating meat. I did add in, like sometime I've added in some cheese to my diet. I've also added in some dairy, like a little bit of the cream, a little bit of dairy. Let's see what else. I've added in a little bit of nuts. It will say that I can add in a few nuts. So I did add in a little bit of nuts. I am going to show you the foods that I have eaten. And I usually ask, if I'm eating something wrong, make sure that you tell me, because this is my first time doing the carnivore diet. Now, it does kind of frighten me a little bit doing the carnivore diet, because I am one of those people who has thought that eating red meat every day and large portions of red meat, eventually it's going to take its toll on you. A lot of people say that because you're eating a lot of red meat that you're going to get cancer. Now, I don't necessarily believe everything that I hear, but I do believe that too much of anything is not good for you. So I'm trying to make sure that I switch up my meats. If I have steak, then the next day I want to have some chicken or something. Or I've added in pork, beef, bacon, butter, eggs, cheese. I've used, just like I said, a little bit of heavy cream in just that dish that I made the other day, but that's not something that I've been using a lot of either. So I'm noticing that my body is starting to adapt to this new way of eating. I've experienced some changes in my energy level. Actually, I have a lot more energy, and I'm really, really surprised that I have not had cravings. Now, last week, when I was doing keto, I still have cravings. But I really want you to know that doing the carnivore, I haven't really had any cravings for any other food except for that one day, and that was after I was 3 days in on carnivore that I had those cravings. And that was when I came in and the Cheetos were on the table, so I ate some Cheetos, and then my husband's been offering me some of this candy bar for days, so I went ahead and took a bite of his candy bar. So I don't know if the reaction that I had was because I had eaten these foods when I knew that I shouldn't have, and plus I had been off into the carnivore for 3 days. And it was those 3 days, that's when I had that craving. And it was such a strong craving. And I gave into it. So But I came right back. As soon as I gave into it, I was like, oh no, I really want to see how this diet is going to do. But also, I'm going to be transparent and share what I really do and what really happens, because I want you to know how your body is really going to react when you are doing the carnivore diet. So my energy has been great. I have a lot more energy than I had before I started doing carnivore. I have been feeling a little tired, a little sluggish, and so I've been wanting to get out and just do, go for exercise, just trying to get active and everything, and I just have not had the energy to do that. However, since I have been doing carnivore, I have lots of energy. I've gotten a lot of things packed. I've been having a lot of problem with my shoulder, with arthritis and different pain like that, and those things seem to be improving. Mainly my arthritis is what seems to be improving. But I'm not saying that it's all the way gone or anything like that, but I've had some really good days, and I haven't had those type of good days in a while. And I do contribute it to how I am eating. I do contribute it to how I'm eating. Some people talk about that they have digestive issues such as bloating and constipation, and I want to say that I have had those problems during the beginning of the carnivore diet. So for the first couple of days, I did notice that I was just a little bit bloated. I became a little bit constipated, not really bad, because I have been trying to stay dehydrated, been trying to stay hydrated is what I want to say. Drinking plenty of liquids. I've been adding in electrolytes like apple cider vinegar, the lemon juice, a little bit of Himalayan pink salt, and I have been drinking that. But it's normal that you have those type of issues such as bloating and constipation when you are starting carnivore. So just know that, and this is going to get better as your body adapts more and more to the diet. And as far as cravings, I noticed that as I get more used to my body not wanting the carbohydrates, I really feel good. I believe that has a lot, well, I know that has a lot to do with it. I really feel good. I feel like this diet is very sustainable. I feel like my skin is clearing up a lot better. I don't have those cravings for sugary or for starchy foods like I used to. And, I really feel like I can reach my goals, and I don't have to work as hard toward them. And when I say work as hard, I mean as far as controlling cravings and different things like that, because the food is in there, but I don't even have the craving to take a bite of the food, which is very good, because I can't say that I don't have those cravings when I have all these other foods that are in my diet. Some people use the carnivore diet as an elimination diet, and a lot of them say it is a form of elimination diet. But with eliminating a lot of the foods that I had been eating or that I'm used to eating, I feel so much better. And the foods that I have decided to, add back into my diet or have included with my carnivore diet, I find them to be agreeable. I haven't been eating as much cheese as I normally do, because I'm a person who loves a lot of cheese. If I'm going to have some cheese, it's going to be cheesy. Yes, it is. So I haven't been eating as much cheese. I have had some cheese, but it's mostly been like the Baby Bell, I believe what it's called, little cheese wedges. And you all, I'm really surprised, but I did want to get on here to let you know that I'm doing good with the carnivore diet. It's a lot easier to do than I thought it would be. I've heard a lot of people say the opposite, that it's hard to do carnivore because they miss everything else. but it has been very easy for me to do. I find it to be very, very sustainable. I am staying hydrated. I am drinking plenty of water throughout the day, and this helps with digestion and also with my energy levels. So remember, if you want to try the carnivore diet, or is this something that you want to do, if you want a significant change, then it might be time for you to try carnivore. I'd like to thank you for joining me for this video this evening. I'm going to go ahead and post the foods that I have eaten for the past couple of days. And then I'm going to show you a protein treat that I've made. And I have it in the refrigerator. I'll take it out tomorrow. I'm getting ready to go to bed now. So I have ate some of it, but I just ate it after I made it, put it in the refrigerator for a while, let it chill. But it's like a ice cream, an easy protein ice cream that you can make. So, or you can just use it as a spread on your, what I want to say is a spread on your PSMF bread. It can be used many different ways, but it is a protein snack or a protein dish that will help me on the carnivore diet to be able to reach my protein. I'm having problems with reaching my protein, and that's what I'm mainly aiming for. Not my fat, not my carbs. I am aiming for my protein. So that's when I make sure I am putting more protein in my diet. So this is my personal experience. I'm just showing you some of the delicious meals, or the meals that I am eating on carnivore. I'm also letting you know what you can expect if you try the carnivore diet for yourself. My energy levels are up. My cravings are down. And I'm really enjoying this diet. Very, very easy to do because the main thing is meat. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And also, you can share this video with anyone that you think would benefit from it, or someone who's interested in trying the carnivore diet. But if you look, you can actually see that my skin is clearing up, and it actually looks good. So you be the judge. After Sunday, I will be on Monday to discuss the carnivore diet and the results. Then also I will be weighing in to see if I lost any weight on doing the carnivore diet. Okay, I had took pictures of myself before carnivore of my face, and then also I weighed in. I believe it was on that Sunday or that Monday. So, and I use timestamp. So those are things that I will have in the video, and we'll just see what happens. But my challenge, I have 2 more days left on my carnivore diet 7-day challenge, and I'm really, really excited to see what those 2 days hold, because it's the weekend, and the weekend is when anybody usually, if you're doing a diet or anything, that's when you usually have your hardest time. So I want to see how I do over the weekend doing carnivore, because haven't had any problem doing it through the week, but I like to see how I do over the weekend doing carnivore. Anyhow, this is Keto Granny saying, have a good day. Yes, have a good day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye. I am really enjoying doing the ketogenic diet. I'm really enjoying the carnivore diet. I'm so used to doing keto. But for this week, I am doing a 7-day challenge by doing carnivore. I believe that episode that I had on the 3rd night, after I said everything was going great, because it has been going great, I believe what happened was that when I am doing keto, I am not always in ketosis. Even when people who do keto, what I want to say, every day, or live the ketogenic life every day, if they test it, they would not be in ketosis every day. Now, I don't know, maybe some people would, But for the most part, we would not be in ketosis for every day unless we are doing a clinical ketogenic diet. And then you would want to be supervised doing that, because you would have to keep your ketones at a certain level and everything. So that is something that you would have to be supervised on. But for the most part, I know that when I am doing a ketogenic diet, that I'm not always in ketosis. So what I feel like happened is on that third day, my body didn't have any fiber as far as my stomach. I'm used to giving it fiber every day with the vegetables that I eat and just making sure that I have fiber in my diet and a certain amount. But by going from keto to carnivore, that's what's taken out of the diet is the fiber, because I can't get any fiber from eating meat. I'm not getting any fiber from water. I'm not getting any fiber from having cheese or any other cream. So my gut is changing. My gut has changed. And I think about that. So I said, if I decide that I want to go back to ketovore or keto after I do the carnivore, then my gut is going to change again, because I will be adding vegetables back into my diet. So really, I feel so good that I want to see how I'm going to feel by Monday, and then I will be able to make a better decision. But I also want to talk to my doctor just to get their opinion on this diet change that I am making. I'm going to share that with you also. But I just wanted to say that I do feel so good on this. My joints aren't as achy as they usually are. My back pain has subsided a lot, and I'm actually getting much better sleep at night. And that is what I really, really like. When I say much better sleep, last night I slept 8 hours. Okay. The night before I probably slept 7 hours, close to 8 hours. So since I have been doing carnivore, my sleep has been longer. It has been better. So I wanted to mention that also. I haven't been able to get in a lot of exercise because I've been doing a lot of packing. We're moving. So I've been doing a lot of packing and a lot of working here to get everything going. We may go out for a ride, just really to get out here lately, because I've been here so much, just getting everything ready.
Yes.